A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try the left side. Swift. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. McMillan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Mike 99, Mike 99. Off. Tackle. Go. Check Mike 99, Mike 99. So we got man. Check Mike 99, Mike 99.
On third down, Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Now a play fake here on first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place. And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And his throw here's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back. He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Double time. Everyone, you got four down.
Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Championships, baby. Order. Check Mike 99. Here we go. Zoom. Check Mike.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, D. Hey, watch the twist.
Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 56 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Looking to throw on second down. McMillan, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
51 to Mike. I'm coming after you. Check hook. Check 13.
Off the bootleg. McMillan Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. McMillan. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run on 1st down. Abraham. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And they open the lead up now to 25. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. 10, touchdown. Watch 51. Match box. Right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm. I'm trying to collect. Sam, wide, get wide. Check.
Here's 2nd and 8. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, McMillan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, Abraham. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll keep it on the ground. Abraham, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
2nd and 6. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
First down, New England.
On 1st and 10, McMillan. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Back to throw. McMillan steps away to his left. He'll run it, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Let's go. Get that pass. Get that ball. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
From the gun, McMillan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.